If you are new to winemaking and are looking for some good information on the basics of winemaking and also grape growing, this brief video review is for you. If you have been trying to make wine for a while and have not been successful, or have been looking for more information to make your wine better or the best wine for yourself and others, this brief video review is for you as well. This video will be a brief review of the featured Introduction to Grape Growing and Winemaking, Total Winemaking System. Now, there are links below in the video description. If at any time you would like to go straight to the official webpage that you see on your screen, just click on those links provided below in the video description, so that you may see the featured Introduction to Grape Growing and Winemaking, Total Winemaking System information more in depth, or follow along with me in this video, if you choose to do so. Now, when you click on the links provided below in the video description, you will arrive on the page that you see right here. We will briefly go over and touch on just a few of the main points of the page, points that we believe would be of most interest to you. So, when you get to the official web page that you see right here on your screen, you can see that the featured Total Winemaking System is said to show and teach you the winemaking secrets that the professional vintners are said to have and keep to themselves. Also, as you can briefly see here, it is said to show you how to quickly and easily make the perfect wine, which is also said to help to save you money and amaze your family and friends. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through. Now, as you can also briefly see here, there is a brief video presented on the page that you are going to want to watch. The video that is presented on the page should show you more, and give you a better picture of what the featured winemaking system has, and how you may be able to benefit from it. Also, as you can see here, where it says, some amazing facts about growing grapes and winemaking. Also, you can see here, that there is a letter that you are going to want to read, from the creator of the featured winemaking system. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through. You can take a look at more of the information in depth, when you click on the links provided below in the video description that will take you to the official webpage that you see on your screen. So now, as mentioned earlier, we want to focus on the portions of the page that we believe would be of most interest to you. There is much information on the featured official page that you see on your screen, information such as more brief descriptions of winemaking, the bonuses that are said to come with your purchase of the featured system and more. And you can take a look at all of this when you click on the links below in the description, but we are going to get specific here, on these certain portions of the page. So here, we want to briefly go over and touch on here, where it says, that this system is said to work whether you already have experience in growing grapes and making wine, or you're a novice to the process. Just briefly take a look here also, where it says that you get 122 pages that are said to be fully illustrated, and more. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through here. So, another point here, that we want to briefly touch on, is the portion of the page that says, that the total wine system is said to be for you, and you can briefly take a look at the points here, as it says, if you've tried growing grapes for winemaking in the past, but have failed miserably. If you just started growing grapes and are unsure of the proper steps. If you're thinking about growing grapes and making wine, this system is said to be for you. Now, you can briefly take a look here, as it says, that the featured course is said to teach you time-tested and perfected winemaking techniques. This formula is said to be a simple step-by-step plan you will follow to not only create the perfect vineyard, but to produce great tasting wine and more. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through. Once again, you can take a look at these details more in depth, when you just click on the links provided below in the video description, so that you can visit the official webpage that you see right here on your screen, and go over these specific areas carefully. So now, let's go over and briefly touch on the portion of the page that lists more of what the featured system is said to have, and is said to help you discover, such as, a complete guide to selecting the perfect location for and setting up your vineyard. The 4 factors that it is said you must consider before you plant your grapes. The types of grapes you plant determine the type of wine you'll eventually have. Learn how to determine which grapes are best for you. You are also said to learn the single most important factor that is said to determine the quality of your wine grapes and how to preserve it. And as you can see here, there is much more. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through. Also, you can take a brief look here, at the 100%, 60-day, money-back guarantee that is said to come with your purchase of the featured winemaking and grape growing system. Just briefly take a look here, as we briefly scroll through here. Don't forget to click on those links below in the video description to go to the official webpage that you see on the screen, so that you may see all of the information in more depth. Now, make sure that when you get to the official webpage that you see on your screen, by clicking on the links below in the video description, that you pay particular attention to the information that is presented on the page, and also the descriptions, bonuses, insights, and more. Please watch the video that is presented on the page, so that you will have a better picture of what the featured winemaking and grape growing system may have, and how it may benefit you. Also, pay particular attention to the 100%, 60-day, money-back guarantee that is said to come with your purchase of the featured winemaking and grape growing system, as you can briefly take a look here. Once again, we would like to thank you for watching our brief video review. If you have found that the information presented here in this video was helpful and insightful to you, be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Remember to click on the links below in the video description to go to the official webpage that you have seen on the screen in this video to get more information and see more. If you decide to choose the featured Introduction to Grape Growing and Winemaking, Total Winemaking System.